Delphi's live stream of Delaware Valley boys basketball of the Delphi. I will be joined shortly by Mr. Denise, but right now I'm joined by Mr. Smith, who will be working the camera tonight.
How's it going, Jack?
It's going pretty good.
Good. Excited? Last boys home game?
They play well at home, so I'm excited to see what they do tonight.
Yeah, last game I was at, super exciting.
Yeah.
So it's awesome that we were able to get out to do a live stream of their season before it's over.
Yep.
All right, so what have you been thinking about the live streaming so far?
I like it a lot. It definitely helps people who can't make it out, still tune into Del Val's athletic events. Gives a different perspective of the games as well, so I like it.
Cool. Yeah, it's something that we really wanted to try this time round. I mean, they're seeing a different angle. So
Right.
We're up top on top of the bleachers. We got the camera down low for a better angle of the court. So we're still working all of this out for those of you that are tuning in and you've seen some of our other coverage. Just recently we did Hoops for Heart.
Yep.
Last Friday.
Yep.
What did you think of the event? Was it?
It was a lot of fun. It was my first year participating. I wish I did it all 4 years. It was great. 2 periods of great competition, fun with friends. It was awesome.
Yep. And we were raising money for a great cause as well, right?
Of course, yep.
So I know I talked to Miss Gibbon.
Yep.
We raised, it sounds like right around $4,500.
Wow, that's
in, the teams, they register for a few weeks, get their players together, they're ready to go.
Yep.
But then in 2 periods, so a little over 2 hours, able to raise all this money for a fantastic cause to battle heart disease.
Yep.
Right. So who was on your team? Who did you get together for the event?
It was me, Brett Carew, Peter A. Seal, Brandon Schutz, and Cole Wilson, and we had Chris Arthur and Hunter Krastensky as our coaches.
Yeah, I saw your team, and ironically, I guess, or appropriately, I'm wearing my band shirt tonight. You were basically with my senior marching band kids.
Yes. Yeah,
right?
I was the outlier.
Well, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, no.
Are they your good friends, or it just worked out that they needed a player?
Yeah, I've been good friends with a lot of them for a long time, and they just asked me, and I figured why not.
Cool. So you got to play, you got to be on the court. Now you're doing the announcing up here again.
Yep.
Which was better? I won't take offense.
I would say it's just what I want to do for a career. I enjoy it a lot. So
all right.
That is a genuine answer.
Oh yeah. So you get the chance tonight to call the game again with Mr. Denise.
Yep.
He's going to be playing the Star Spangled Banner through the sound system, so he's just going to be a minute. So in the meantime, taking a look at what we see on the court.
Yep.
There's quite the size difference.
Yeah. Dover has a player named Rafael Castro who's already getting D1 offers. He's 6'9". He's averaging 18 points and 16 rebounds a game. So, I mean, he's going to be the X factor for sure.
All right. So, when we were covering the girls' game the other night, it seemed like there was a player that we needed to lock down. Was a go-to.
Yep.
You've been doing the research for this game. Is it a similar idea, or do we have a stacked team here that's really going to give Del Val a run for their money?
They are stacked, but I would say they're definitely top-heavy. Basically carry their weight.
Okay.
And I would say Del Val's the more well-rounded team. They have more weapons.
Right. And that's really what I've noticed throughout the season as well. It's same thing with our girls' team. It's not like we have a point man that we go to that we're relying on to have a good game in order for us to be successful.
Yeah.
And I guess that's really comes down to good coaching. Have you ever had Coach DePaulo as a teacher?
I have not.
Yeah, I mean, I've worked with him since he's come to Del Val.
Yep.
Really awesome guy, really, kind in the classroom, and I've seen him coach a bit, and he's a man with standards.
Yes.
And as a band director, I really respect that. To hold these young gentlemen to a certain standard and an expectation.
Right.
To play at a certain caliber. It's just good coaching. I think Del Val does a fantastic job hiring good coaches.
I think ever since he's got here, the team has been very successful.
Yeah, it's nice. Our indoor program, our winter program for sports, doesn't always get as much publicity because this is when everybody wants to stay home and stay warm.
Yeah.
But I know what we saw the other night with girls' senior night, what I'm already seeing tonight in the bleachers, compared to when I was a student here. I would come to a boys' game and there'd maybe be 30 people in the
Right.
stands. I'm still watching people funneling in right
Yeah.
now. So as far as like a last home game, it does seem like we're going to get pretty good turnout.
Yep.
Got the cheerleaders here as well,
Nice.
right? Which also you usually see them for wrestling. It's nice to see them here
Right.
for basketball as well. Right. So basketball, where does it rank as far as sports and your interest level?
I would say I enjoy baseball the most, but I would say basketball's in that next tier with football.
Okay.
I've watched basketball for as long as I can remember. I love playing it. I love watching it. So, yep.
No, cool. So, and that's the game plan in college, right?
Yeah.
Trying to get out and you want to actually do the announcing for the school,
I
or
want probably more of a journalist. I would prefer the writing avenue, but I'm open to anything.
cool. Right. So, and you've been obviously in the class this year and doing your writing and whatnot. What have you noticed over the course of, if you don't know, Jack does all of our sport page updates. He's the one keeping track of all the statistics. Any trends that you're noticing? Anything that's been interesting?
I would say definitely all of our programs are very successful. It's very well-rounded. There isn't like a just, I would think it's all well-rounded, all successful, good storylines. They're competitive with everybody they play. So, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I've really been seeing too. When I went to Del Val, my senior year, the football team won one game,
Yeah.
the Thanksgiving game.
Yeah.
And I've seen this sports program really, and even that with Coach Colombo,
Right.
who also took our team to a state championship before he decided that he was looking at other opportunities outside of Del Val.
Yep.
Just the culture
Yeah.
with around athletics at Del Val has really evolved, and we're seeing that come through with all of our players and our teams as well.
For sure.
Right. So, what are you hoping to see tonight?
I'm expecting a very close battle. Both teams are very good defensively. Del Val plays well at home. Dover struggles a little bit on the road, so I definitely expect it to be a close game. I'm definitely looking to see how Del Val stops Rafael Castro. He's definitely their leader, and let's see if they can stop him like they did when we were live streaming the girls game. We pretty much negated their star player, so I'll be interested to see how they game plan for him.
Is this a low-scoring game, do you think?
I think it'll be a lower scoring game.
So it's
yeah.
a defensive battle.
Yes.
Cool. So I know what we ended up seeing with the girls' game was a lot of really some amazing three-point shooting.
Yes. Yeah.
So who was Shelby?
Yes.
I think who was the other? There was somebody else that ended up putting up quite a few threes.
Might have been.
Yeah.
Caroline
Bredesen.
Bredesen,
Yeah. Right. So I mean, the room was electric
Yes.
when we're watching, especially in the first half.
Yeah.
It seemed like any time a three-pointer was taken, it was going in.
Yes, for sure.
I'm really hoping for that kind of energy again,
Yeah.
especially as the regular season is coming to an end.
Right.
Right. And it'd be good to leave on a high note on our home court.
Yep.
So, and then we're looking at playoffs.
Yes.
And looking at the tournaments there, right?
Yep.
So we'll get an idea in the near future as to who we might end up be playing.
Right.
Right. So, for those of you that might just be tuning in, we are running a little bit behind schedule
Yep.
because we just had an amazing finish.
Great comeback.
Right, for the JB boys team. If you're following us on Twitter, that's where the Delphi does its sports broadcasting mostly.
Yep.
I want to say, I can't be certain, I think the boys are down by about 8.
Yeah.
And in the last few minutes, they came back, they ended up winning by 2.
Yeah.
Some quick steals, some awesome aggressive defensive playing, and some quick baskets.
Very
Right.
down to the wire.
Yeah, it had the energy of a varsity game.
Yeah, it did.
And I think that's looks really good, and Coach being here to see that.
Yep.
So there's our buzzer, ladies and gentlemen. In just a second, we're going to be hearing the national anthem. So for the next few moments, we're going to go radio silent. We'll be back to you once the game starts, and I should be replaced by Mr. Denise by then.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
So
Thank you.
Jack, well, good luck. I'm sure you guys
Thank
are going to
you.
have a blast, and we'll see you guys after the anthem.
Should I turn this off?
physical conduct related to race, gender, ethnicity, disability, sexual orientation, or religion shall not be tolerated. Could subject the violator to rejection and may result in penalties being assessed against your team. Everyone is requested to take personal responsibility for keeping this competition at a high level of good sportsmanship. At this time, we ask that we please stand as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem by Richard Benedict. For the Tigers, we have number 12, Will Fitch. Number 30, Rafael Castro. Number 35, Admiral Chaparro. Number 11, Xavier Sanchez. And number 24, Sean Yancey. The head coach for the Tigers is John O'Hara, and he is assisted by Steve Beanie. And now for the Terriers, we have freshman number 2, Justin Copan. Sophomore number 15, Craig Barron. Junior number 25, Ethan Kunzman. Senior number 32, Tyler Blake. And senior number 5, Nick DeMarco. The head coach of Tails is Mike DePaulo. He's being assisted by Clint Waldron and Shale Keating.
Coming up.
All right, you have to turn the mic on. Or no, it's on. All right. I am now joined by Mr. Denise for the coverage. Thank you for being here.
No problem, buddy. My pleasure. So how about the size on this guy? Number 30. He's 6'9", and he's got Boston Universities here.
Already has several D1 offers as well, so it'll be interesting to see how it does out.
Yep.
For him.
We had rumors that he's also looking at Stony Brook, 6'9". He's averaging 18 points, a lot of rebounds, and we just saw Logan Blake over there talking to Boston University as well, putting himself on the map as an early young recruit for Terriers.
Tyler Blake will face off against Castro for the tip.
And that's the game plan tonight. Tyler Blake's going to be sticking this guy in the paint, so we'll see how he does. Tyler looks stronger, but he is giving up quite a few inches of height here.
Point guard. Yep. Castro drives in and he dishes And that is out of bounds. Del Valle will get an early possession.
One thing I noticed during the warm-ups was Castro took a lot of three-pointers, but none of them went in. So he may have
More of a down-low player.
Yep. And that's what Coach DiPaolo told me. He's all in the paint.
DeMarco takes it up the court. Looks to Koonsman. He spins out, and that one is off DeMarco, out of bounds. It will be Dover ball.
You see the Lady Terrier cheerleaders are in here, and the head of the student section there.
Yancey takes it up the court, and he throws it out of bounds. Off of Dover, and Del Valle will get possession once again. A lot of early turnovers so far.
Both of these officials have been pretty good every time we've had them here. Never together, though, but they've been pretty good at calling the game fair and real quick with their calls. They don't hesitate.
To Barron in the post. He drives in, tries to get positioning, puts up the hook shot off the glass, no good. And Dover will bring up the rebound.
Seems like Will Fritch is the point guard for the Dover Tigers. And here's the inside game. Let's see what he's got. It's going to be a foul on Ethan Koonsman under the rim. Now, what do you think of the high school game? Do you think there's too many fouls, or do you think it's called right?
I actually think it's called pretty well. I think they let them play for the most part.
Now, when
bounce it to Yancey.
When you get to the state tournament, they'll actually have a third official out there, and I feel like they call a lot more fouls at those games.
Fritch hands it off to Yancey. DeMarco comes out to guard him. He drives right, passes it over to Fritch. He drives into the lane. The jumper is no good. Castro gets the offensive rebound and puts it up, and it is good for the first points of the game. Over to Kunzman, passes into DeMarco. Pull it out over to Copeland.
There's an open shot for Blake. That's his spot, and he hits it for three.
Nothing but net.
You'll see that a few times a game from Tyler. He sneaks into that corner.
Looks like they're trapping the ball handler.
Might see another one on Koonsman here. Koonsman in early foul trouble, so here comes Sal Morrow off the bench, who's probably our strongest three-point shooter this season. He's not scared to put them up, so let's see if we could get those off again tonight. And if you hear their coach, they said shooters in, so that's 21s in the game.
The layup is good by Adriel Chaparro. Mark will take it. He'll drive in. Looking for Copeland. That one is tipped by Yancey, and Fritch will gain possession. Over to Chaparro.
Chaparro is actually their second leading scorer with 14 points this season. They're looking to go back inside here, but it's a good job by Tyler Blake.
A rebound by Barron. Looks like we'll go with Copeland as the ball handler here. Over to DeMarco on the wing.
Took a foul on 24 of Dover, picks up the foul there. Sean Yancey.
Marco pump fakes, drives in, puts the floater up. It is no good. Rebound by Castro. And he'll give it to Fritch.
It's going to be tough to finish around the rim tonight with that guy Castro, because you can see already our guys have their eyes on him when they're taking that shot.
For sure. Sanchez passes it to Fritch. He'll take the three. And that is an air ball. Del Valle. It's been a low-scoring first first quarter so far.
Coach DePaulo is calling Butler. I hear him say this almost every game 20 times.
Barron drives in. Passes it out to the top of the key. Over to Blake on the wing. Gives it to Copeland. He's sizing up Sanchez. He'll drive in, step back. Over to Morrow.
There's Sal Morrow.
The three-pointer is no good, but Barron gets the offensive rebound, puts it up, no good, gets his own rebound.
Beautiful job under the rim.
Great second chance. Sanchez will take it up the court. They'll trap him. Good job by Barron to knock it loose.
Good defense there by Del Val. A lot of guys getting their hands on the ball.
Sanchez will take it up the court. Looks to Chaparro. Over to Yancey in the corner. The three-pointer is no good, but Castro gets the rebound and one on the lay-in.
So that's our second straight air ball from the three-point line, which probably is not common, but this guy underneath the rim was able to capitalize on it and picks up the foul, which
Castro makes the free throw. Morrow will take the ball up the court for Del Val. Over to Copeland in the corner. DeMarco takes it near the top of the key. Over to Morrow. He'll take the three. No good. But Barron gets another offensive rebound. Tries to kick it out to Morrow, but it is tipped and stolen by Dover. Bounce pass to Sanchez. He'll take it in. Looks out towards Chaparro. He'll drive in. The jump shot is no good. And it is tipped by Barron and rebounded by DeMarco. DeMarco will take it in. Foul on Sean Yancey.
that's going to be his second one, so he'll be probably taking a seat right here. Coming in the game is number 15, David Hoyt.
DeMarco will inbound it for Del Val. Looks towards Morrow in the corner. He takes the three. No good off the backboard. Into Sanchez, and he will lay it in for an easy two.
That's a good job by Sanchez getting open there. This is where Del Val needs an answer right here. They need to score a layup or a three-pointer, but something's got to go in.
Morrow passes it into Barron in the post. Looks like the
Look at Nick DeMarco wide open
DeMarco
here.
for the three.
And it's just
Bounces
out.
off the left of the rim.
Craig Barron wanted a foul call there because he felt like his hands were hit, but
Chaparro drives right. He puts up the jumper. It looks like it was blocked. Fritz will inbound it. Looks towards Sanchez. He'll spin out of the defense by Copeland. He puts up the layup, and it is good. That makes it 11-5 Dover. DeMarco takes it up the court. He'll drive in out to Blake at the top of the key. The three-pointer is blocked by Castro.
this is going to be a run here.
He'll
Nick's
take
going to
it.
have to slow him
Post it.
down.
Good.
Here's a timeout. 30-second timeout by the Terriers. Going to talk it over.
Del Val couldn't get much going at any point of the court right there on offense.
So Castro already with 7 points, and he's averaging 18. So he's off to a strong start here for the Tigers. I think we're playing good defense on him. Tyler Blake's in no foul trouble whatsoever, because his brother's out of this game, and so is Holinka, two guys that started for us this year. So if he gets into foul trouble, we're going to be going to our reserves here to cover one of the best players in the state. Could lead to a long night.
See how Del Val plans to stop Dover in the paint, because they have not been good three-point shooting so far this game. So we'll try to negate the inside game by Dover.
On the court right now, we have Nick DeMarco, Colpan, Morrow, Blake, and Barron.
That's Tyler Blake at the top of the key. DeMarco will take it left. He'll drive in. The floater is off the back of the rim and no good. And Castro will grab the rebound. Fritch takes it up the court. And back to Fritch.
You got Blake on Castro.
Castro.
Good defense there by Barron jumping in there. Great job.
A good double.
Ball's
team.
loose though.
Over to Sanchez. He'll take the three at the top of the key. Offensive rebound by Dover. Back out to Fritch. He'll drive left. He'll put up a little jumper, but it's no good.
Looks like Blake got a piece of that one on the way up. 23 seconds left, 13-5, Dover in the lead.
Barron takes it into the post, out to Blake on the wing for a three, and it is good.
Nice shot,
the
that's second
three of the
one,
game.
yep. Dover's gonna hold for that final shot. Let's see what happens there. Hoyt with the shot, it's way off. And still almost goes in. Unbelievable, right?
The score is 13-8 at the end of the first quarter in favor of Dover.
So last week we had our middle school sending district tournament, and for the boys final we had Holland defeating Kingwood, and then for the girls final we had a great game between Kingwood and Holland. They battled back and forth, and then finally Kingwood prevailed by winning by like 8 points, but it was a close game the whole way. It was a tough fight, but nice crowd on hand that night, probably bigger than this one we have here tonight. And it's good to see the middle school parents get into it. And
Yep.
Next year they'll all play together,
Yep.
which is even nicer, you know?
Here.
The girls tournament had some very close games even in the opening round. The fatheads are in the dog pound. I see that Nick DeMarco's head up there. Somebody's head is laying flat down. I see a Hlinka, but he's blocked right now by a student.
I saw a couple others. Not sure who they were,
They
though.
must rotate him. Somehow they always get Mike Habib stuck up top. They throw his head up there. So our boys will be taking on Hillside High School in the first round of the boys state tournament. That's actually a rematch of last year's first round game where we beat them by 23 here.
Oh, really?
Hillside's having a really nice season. So hopefully we can go out there and beat them again.
We had a close fight with them in football this year, too. They were
Yep.
ranked in the state. Came
They're
right
ranked
down
in
to
the state.
wire.
Played a great game at home. On the court, we got DeMarco, Colpan, Morrow, Blake, and Jones.
Colpan takes the jumper. It is blocked by Castro. Fritch takes it up the court. Back to Fritch. He'll take the three, and it is good.
Score is 16-8 right now in favor of Dover.
Marco gives it to Dominic Jones, who's in the game for the first time. Colpan gives it to Blake. He'll spin around. It looks like they will reset the offense with DeMarco. He'll give it to Blake. It is tapped loose by Castro. Castro is averaging 2 steals and almost 5 blocks a game, so he's a dual threat.
And they got us for a travel there. The ref missed one just there a little bit earlier, so this other coach from Dover must have been in his ear on that one.
Take the ball up the court for Dover. He'll drive in. Over to Chaparro in the corner. The corner three is no good.
Look at this, going down.
Colpan passes down the court to Blake. Great pass and finish.
Tyler Blake scoring 8 of our 10 points here in the first half, having a good start.
Pressure on them here. Sanchez passes it to Chaparro. Castro gives it to Hoyt. He will lay it in. And in favor of Dover.
What you saw there was a classic double team down low, and then the player was able to find the open player,
That was a
cutting
good
in.
job by Castro passing out of the double team.
Blake has it near the top. To Colpan. He'll drive in.
He looks
Comes
to
Nick
DeMarco in the
DeMarco,
corner.
and
The
it's
three
good.
is good. He's considered Delval's so far has been pretty good. First drives in, he'll put it up and it's no good.
Crowd wanted to travel there. That looked
Yeah.
like a little bit of a LeBron James move. They say he gets away with travels all the time, but that is actually not a travel. But every time you see the opposing team do it,
Yeah.
the home team gets annoyed with that. So. Nice,
Little give
nice
and go.
pass by Jones there.
Sanchez will take the court, hook the ball up the court once again for Dover. Which gives it to Hoyt. He looks towards Chaparro. He'll drive. A little one-foot jumper is good. DeMarco takes it up, gives it to Morrow. Looks for Dominic Jones. Rich will be pushing the pace. Chaparro is fouled.
The Chaparro, number 35 for Dover, he is not scared to take a shot.
No.
He'll hit a spin just like he did before. He is. Seems like they run everything through him and Castro. Mike Bonneguidi Fathead just came out here on the other side of the court.
DeMarco will take it up the court. Kick by Blake. Over to Morrow on the wing. Back over to Colpan on the wing. He'll drive towards the top of the key. Blake's shot fake.
Over to DeMarco on the wing.
Catch and shoot three is no good. And rebounded by Castro. First will reset the offense. Over to Hoyt. Back to Chaparro in the corner. He takes the three. No good.
Now we're
Colpan
on the
will take it
run
up
here.
court.
Look at
Over
this.
to
Nick DeMarco wide open.
Another three. No.
Little short on that shot.
As we go over the halfway mark of the second quarter, it is 22 Dover, 13 Del Val. Fritsch takes it.
Spot up three is no good.
Rebounded by Blake. Del Val looks to push the pace. DeMarco with a little left
Beautiful
hand
finish.
lob.
What I like, I know we're losing right now, but I like us pushing the ball up quick because it's getting ahead of all their guys. And we're getting good looks.
I think we've seen some good ball movement too. Hoyt takes it. Chaparro will drive in. Little floater's no good. Castro, second chance points once again.
It's like we're going to bring Barron back in the game here.
Marco takes it. He's looking for Colpan. He'll fake the give. Back to Blake on the wing. He'll drive towards the top of the court. He'll drive in. And that looks like, and that is a charge by David Hoyt.
It's a good job
By Hoyt to get in position there and draw the foul.
On the court for the Terriers, we got DeMarco, Colpan, Morrow, Blake, and Barron.
To the line for 2. First free throw is good.
Checking back in the game for us, there is Ethan Kunzman, another big body player.
The 2 free throws made it an 11-point lead for Dover. Colpan takes it, gives it to Barron. Over to Blake. He looks for Colpan. Give it to Barron in the post.
Oh, almost had a three-pointer there. So he'll be shooting.
Line for 2.
Tyler Blake Fathead is now in the dog pound.
First free throw is good.
You would think they took that picture today. His hair and everything is the same. Even that mustache, everything's the same. My first year at Del Valle in 2013, we had Cody Eichlin, a really good wrestler. He made the state, qualified for the state tournament. And he grew a mustache during the season, and everybody had a mustache on in the dog pound.
Yeah.
And they called it the Power Stash. That was in 2013. And they would chant Power Stash when he came out for his, it was hysterical. Will Fritsch now gonna shoot a pair of free throws for us, for Dover, excuse me. Foul is on number 5, Nick DeMarco.
The 1-and-1 is no good. Rebounded by Kunzman. Good effort by Chaparro, but it will remain Del Valle ball.
Oh, right to the other team. This is not good.
Chaparro takes it up the court and he loses his handle. And Del Valle will get possession back.
Now, after his pass got picked, at least Kunzman showed a great effort there, hustling back and poking that ball out. I think the defender thought he wasn't running, and he was right there with them. So Terriers regain possession. Nice pass by Colpan, wide open Blake. A little too strong.
The left side of the rim. Castro will give it to Sanchez with just under 2 minutes.
Foul on number 2, Colpan for Del Valle. Coach DiPaolo wants the officials to call a push-off. And here we go to warning for the coach.
Sanchez makes the first free throw. The second one is also good. DeMarco will take it up. Over to Colpan, back to DeMarco in the corner. He's looking for Barron in the post, can't get it to him. Now they do.
Great job by Barron. I mean, just there on the foul shot. He did a great job boxing out. Castro actually gave him a high five, and then the whole time down there, he battled for position. And he was paid off with a nice pass and a basket. Good
Great
job by Nick
defense there
DeMarco
by
there with the
Del
hustle as well.
Job forcing the turnover after trapping.
Minute 8 remaining. We need to cut this lead down by 10. See if the Terriers can get it within 5 at halftime.
Gives it to Koonsman at the top of the key, and it is awfully barren. Dover will get the ball with 56 seconds remaining. Has it on the wing. He's looking for Fritz.
The layup is no good.
Castro just barely misses second chance points. Looked like he was about to dunk it for a second. Looks like Del Val might hold for the last shot. Pick set by Barron. Colpan drives in, kicks it to Blake. Back to Colpan.
Blake made a
7
nice
seconds
save
left.
there.
Koonsman gives it to Blake in the wing. The three-pointer is no good. And that will end the half. The score going into the second half will be 28 Dover and 18 Del Val.
A lot of good looks there for Del Val.
Yeah.
We just have to make a couple more shots, and this game would be even. Obviously, Dover, they cleaned up in the paint. That's what their game plan was coming in, and they're sticking to it.
Yeah, they've definitely taken advantage of Del Val down low. It'll be interesting to see how they game plan for that going into the second half.
Big thing is Tyler Blake is not in foul trouble. He's our guy guarding their best player, and that's going to help us in the second half. But he has not come out of the game for 1 second yet, so hopefully he keeps his legs under him and rests up at halftime.
We would like to advertise the Del Val Jubilee Jamboree on May 16th, 2020. Rain date is May 17th, rain or shine. The time will be 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. with fireworks, and it will be on the football field. We would also like to thank our Diamond Jubilee sponsors, Active Air Conditioning and Heating, Stephen P. Grunberg, Attorney at Law, Regal Federal Credit Union, Next Step Advising LLC, Nicole R. Fothrop, Sunrise Title Services, Mary M. Malone, Coldwell Banker Realty, Unity Bank, Milford and Frenchtown VFW Post 7857, Pisano, Mickey and Bornstein LLC, JMK Buildings, Bukowski Orthodontics, Country Classics, Hunterdon Healthcare, The Work Family Connection, Fast Signs, Low and Patel Orthodontics, Hunterdon County, and Investors Bank. Advertise our article on the budget cuts on our website snow.dvrhs.org and the DVTV video on our homepage. Pink Out on Thursday. It will be on Thursday at 5:30, and 100% of the proceeds will be donated to help battle cancer. Did you see anything in that first half that you'd like to see
Del Val change when they're going into the second half to give them a better chance at winning?
I think we just have to keep boxing out down low and challenge for all those rebounds instead of giving it up. Castro had a couple of quick finishes. Not sure how we're going to handle that because I don't think anybody on our team could get to that height. So he's going to get those buckets again.
Yep.
And, somebody else is going to start making three-pointers. They're capable of doing that. Tyler Blake hit a bunch early today. We need somebody else to heat up as well.
For sure.
And I think the effort's good. There's just a couple of breakdowns. I think that, coming into this game, Chaparro and Fritz, we didn't know how good they were. They came out, they had some air balls, and then they heated up. So we need them to cool off. We got to make our shots, and we should be able to cut this gap. I've seen this so many times where you're down by 10, and then you're up by 10. So let's see what we can do. We got a lot of junior Terriers out on the floor shooting some baskets. Little McClosey's out there doing a little running. Mr. McClosey's going to get him right now. These little guys, the size of a basketball, you know, they bounce well. You know, they fall down, they get up just like a ball.
Oh.
Looks like they're getting ready to pull the 50-50 here. If you bought a ticket and you went home, it's on Twitter. On the mic is our Holland Middle School basketball coach, Mr. Casserly. Pulling the ticket is Val Bart.
50-50 ticket. The winning ticket, number 5494552.
Somebody's hand went right up. Looks like they might be from Dover.
Oh.
They're not regulars. They got some orange on up there. Hey, Val, you're supposed to pull my ticket, Val. Working security tonight, we got Miss Morrissey and Miss Cool and Miss Bart. They're our muscle tonight if anybody gets out of hand. They do a good job. They keep an eye on the audience. Mr. Kassler is running the scoreboard. Also being assisted by Miss Bart, who's helping out the clock. Without these people, these games cannot happen at Del Val. So we appreciate them spending some time with us that night and getting another successful event in here. They're going to heat up from the three-point line there?
Yeah, I think we need to.
And last time watching the NBA, the Nets complete control the whole game.
Yeah.
And they pull it right at the end. At home, too.
Yeah, the Nets are, they're having a little bit of a tough season.
Well, they're too tough.
Well, yeah, no KD and Kyrie's barely played.
Well, they shut Kyrie down with that shoulder.
Yeah, yeah. Who knows how those two are going to play together next year. They could be title contenders or they could be like the 6th or 7th seed.
So we're going to give you guys a little NBA scoop here. We're talking about the Nets and how last night they're in complete control and, you know, came up short against the Orlando Magic. We're talking about NBA teams, professionals, but the two free agents are shut down for the year, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving with the shoulder injury, which is called impingement syndrome. What happens is you actually lose flexibility in your shoulder. If you don't get that taken care of, it freezes up, and then your shoulder doesn't have the range of motion it once did. So they're going to shut him down, and hopefully he comes back at 100%, but you kind of worry about him.
Right.
And hopefully he recovers, and next year the Nets bring home the championship for Mr. Dennis, who is a diehard fan. Wrestling this weekend competed down at Middletown South High School in the District 19 tournament, and they were not the favorites to win that tournament. They were one of the sleepers. What they said about the wrestling team was that they are capable of knocking off higher seeds in this tournament. That's exactly what they did, and they won the District 19 tournament. No, that's a big achievement on a great season that they already had. Bringing home individual titles were, Gage Crater brought home a district title, followed by Tyler Lagan, who was a 5 seed, which means he wasn't even picked to win a match. Not only did he win one match, he won 3 in a row to win a district title, which is a great ending to the season for him. We'll still get to compete at the regions. And then Ryan Sutter was our 3rd district champion, along with many other place winners. So a great team effort there, and they brought home a district title. And we want to thank the Sport and Spirit Club. They ran the table for our freshman game and our JV game today. I saw Catherine Cunningham there and Morgan Kenya, our cheerleaders. Before they cheerleaded tonight, they were actually running the table. doing a great job helping us cover all these games. And like I said, we didn't have all the help. We would not be able to cover these games.
And can you preview the spring sports season a little bit?
So yeah, what we have here, we'll have boys and girls track. We kind of just worked on finalizing our schedule. We're going to open up at the Summit Relays the first weekend. We just got confirmation that we're in. Going to be going up against some tough schools there, so they'll look to start that off. Boys and girls will be at the Summit Relays. And then following weekend, they'll be heading to the Skyland Relays, the Skyland Championships. Boys and girls lacrosse both had strong seasons last year, like they always do. They're going to look to do that again. It's just the lacrosse community is very strong here at Del Val, and they're going to look to repeat that. And softball, who won their division title by a landslide, they'll be looking to repeat again as the Valley Division champions. They graduated a lot of heavy hitters. Very good pitcher, Megan Hoff, who actually was on ESPN 3.
Really?
She was the relief pitcher for Marist when I believe they played Florida State last weekend. So already as a freshman, she's seeing time at Marist and getting out there against some top competition in the country. And she did a great job. Baseball, always strong, always plays a tough schedule. You know, we'll see them playing again this year. I love going to their games at the Ridge.
Yep.
They're going to be playing Pingree at the Ridge this year. I believe Warren Hill's at the Ridge this year. So we'll have those games as well. And then boys golf.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes we have girl golfers along with our boys. The interesting thing with the girls is just a modification. They tee off from, I forget what it is, 10 yards closer. But we've had some great ones here. Moore, my first year, was a tremendous golfer on the girls level at Del Val. So that's what we have to offer. Hopefully the weather warms up and we'll be out there.
Yep.
We don't want to have that late snowstorm that messes everything up.
Seems like it happens every year.
Happens every year. Hopefully it won't happen this year. I don't know about you. I don't like the snow unless I'm at Blue Mountain doing some
That's
tubing.
true. Yeah, the snow's a little bit of a pain.
Ski club wrapped their season. You ever been tubing at Blue Mountain?
I did go once, yeah.
Well, it was awesome.
A lot of fun.
We took the girls and the whole family went. We were having races on the way down. It's a good time.
It's great there.
And here we go, second half underway.
Deficit from the first half.
Taking the floor are the five guys that started the game. We got Colpan, Koonsman, Barron, Blake, and DeMarco. And it looks like everybody's a starter except for number 15, who came into the game, David Hoyt, who had a couple points off the bench in the first half. Good to see Miss Pona here covering the game. She's been the fixture at Del Val Athletics for many, many years. Always gets the biggest applause at Sports Awards night. Standing ovation every year.
Good effort shown right there by Del Val in the opening possession.
Nick DeMarco actually reminds me of a Brooklyn Net. Spencer Dinwiddie.
Yeah.
The way he plays defense, he's always all over it as ball handler. See right here, he cuts right in there. That Dinwiddie move right there.
See if Del Val can keep up that defensive energy all half. DeMarco drives towards the wing, gives it to Blake at the top of the key, over to Koonsman. Is tipped by Shaparo, and Castro will get out
This
ahead.
could be a slam dunk here.
And it is.
Good.
It's a good job by Blake.
Hustled back. He didn't give up the easy basket. Now we're going to make Castro earn it off the foul line. Good to see Blake bounce up after that because
Yeah, that was a little bit of a rough collision.
with the injuries we have right now, that would not have been good.
First free throw is good. Second free throw is also good.
Good touch on the foul line for the big guy.
Colpan will take the ball up the court. He's guarded by Xavier Sanchez. Gives it to Koonsman, who gives it to DeMarco. He will drive towards the hoop. Blake takes it along the baseline. Covered by Koonsman. DeMarco takes the three. It's off the front of the rim, but he gets his They'll reset the offense.
Well, last shot, it looked like 35 got a piece of DeMarco's elbow on the way up.
Good take by DeMarco.
Beautiful finish by DeMarco.
Laval's applying some full court pressure. Good pass by Castro. Into Shapar. Shapar gets his own rebound. Misses the layup. Rebounded by Blake. Del Val will push the pace. DeMarco takes it in. That one just rolls off the rim. Fritz takes it up for Dover. Castro with a little spin. Good defense by Barron to stop him there. Sanchez gives it to Shapar. He'll drive along the baseline, and the floater is good.
I'll tell you, Barron defensively is very tough to work against. I mean, he holds his ground under there really well. They call a blocking foul. Looked like he had his feet set there. Those are those tough calls that could go basically either way. And it goes against us, unfortunately. Cheerleaders out there to do one of their stunts. Let's see what they go for. Great job by the cheerleaders who will be competing at the state tournament this weekend. New Jersey Dance and Cheer Association state tournament. So this will be their last competition of the year. Let's see if they can bring another state title home. A couple years ago, they brought one home, got jackets at the board meeting. Designed by yours truly, by the way.
Nice.
A little bit of help from Miss Blake.
Okay.
Pretty much all her. I just kind of threw my name on it. I told her the colors.
Shaparo completes the and one opportunity there.
We need somebody to inbound the ball here.
Gives Dover their biggest lead of the game at 15 points. Marco gives it to Barron. Looking for Colpan. He'll drive in. Little pull-up jumper is no good. Rebound by Castro. We'll give it to Sanchez, who gives it to Fritsch. Over to Castro, past to Hoyt, and that is Blake will take it out the top of the key over to DeMarco. Kick set by Barron. Blake has it in the corner.
Barron inside, beautiful.
Good left-handed
I
hook.
tell you, he gets that position, holds it really well.
Yep.
Nice attempt by Colpan there for the steal.
Good defense by Blake. He kicks it over.
Oh,
to
look at this.
Castro.
Castro at the
Three is
outside
no
game.
good. Looks like Del Val will try to push the pace here. Colpan gives it to DeMarco. He'll drive in. And a
Nice
nifty
finish at the rim. Good energy here with Del Val. Still down by 11, but playing hard right now. Let's see if we can force a turnover here.
Yep. They've been pretty good, all things considered, at applying defensive pressure.
That's going to be tough to stop right there. We know that's going to happen.
Colpan drives in. Blake gives it to DeMarco from the corner, and the three-pointer is good.
That looked good the second it left his
did.
hands. Like Spencer Dinwiddie three-pointer. So down by 10. We were just down by 15. Now down by 10. A lot of time left here.
See if they can cut it to single digits going into the fourth quarter.
It's like Mike Bondaguidi getting ready to check into the game.
Good defense. Colpan drives left. Good pass to Barron.
Barron finds
Over
Nick
to
DeMarco
on the
open.
wing.
And another three-pointer. And a timeout by Dover. Del Val down by 7. Just went on a 10-2 run
Yep,
there in
yep.
about a minute and a half.
That was
So
impressive. They might need to rely on that three ball more if they want to win this game. Dover has a lot of good inside defensive presence.
I like what we're doing. We're getting the ball down low to Barron, who then kicks it out or takes a shot. Let's see if Coach Napalo keeps that going for the remainder of this quarter.
Definitely were playing with a lot more energy on both sides there after falling down 15 points.
Hey, Val, cut it out.
But it gives it good pressure by Del Val, and there's a scrum on the floor.
Getting
That is
right
a
in there,
jump ball.
Bondaguidi and Colpan.
And that is Del Val ball. Great effort right there. Barron takes it out of the inbound and gives it right back to DeMarco. DeMarco sizes it up for it. Kinsman takes it near the wing.
Nick DeMarco's going
Pull-up
to take the
three.
shot there, and it's going to
No,
go in
bounces
again.
off the front of the rim. What? I don't think so.
Third?
Actually, yeah, I don't know which one it was. It might have actually, I think it was.
That's Nick DeMarco's fourth three-pointer. Steal by Kunzman. A little too much on the pass.
Good defense there by Del Val. Oh, that looked like it was an offensive foul. On
No
Fritz, but
call
it was
away
not
from the
called.
ball.
Chaparro misses the three. Rebounded by Castro. And they're calling it an offensive foul on Castro. Looks like he a little bit of an elbow there.
You know, when you're that big and you got a big body and you're up against a small defender, it's really easy to get that charge called on yourself.
For
So
sure.
Castro playing hard there, but it's a foul. Tyler Blake out of the game right now, getting a breather with Bondaguidi looking for a
Bondaguidi
three.
takes the three. And
And he
it is good.
comes off the bench with a three-pointer. 36-37. Dover up by 1. Just was up by 15 2.5 minutes ago.
That's the downside of the trap there. That it does leave the paint open if the opposing team pushes the pace and moves the ball down the floor quickly.
Good job by Dover there, but Del Val Terriers fight back here.
A lot of impressive energy there by Del Val, making it a close one towards the end of the third quarter.
How about Bondaguidi coming off the
I
bench? Hasn't been in the lineup that much and hits a big three-pointer when their
important.
team's down.
You need that scoring off the bench.
It's funny when you watch the coaches when their team's like just blowing a big lead. They're red, they're yelling, and now our guys quiet, calm and quiet. You watch Kenny Atkinson from the Nets, the coach. He is on fire
Oh, yeah,
every
he's
night.
always-
I don't know how
yeah,
he
he's
keeps
a
that beautiful haircut
little
of
bit-
his, but he keeps it. Here I am. I was a calm, cool guy, and I lost all my hair. Doesn't make sense. Chaparro gonna take the foul shot here.
one by Chaparro.
On the court for Del Valle, we have Colpan, DeMarco, Bonaguidi, Barron, and Kun.
Marco drives in. Little pump fake there.
That's going to be a travel call.
Del Valle will keep their full court press on. Hoyt takes it past half court. And good job by Bonaguidi to tap it out of bounds. Chaparro's wide open, he'll drive in, and he gets fouled.
Craig Barron picking up his first foul there.
First free throw by Chaparro is good.
You hear the fans in the crowd saying that that wasn't a shot, it was a pass, but the referee said it was a shot, so he's getting his shots.
The second free throw is good, making it a 6-point lead for Dover. Colpan will take it up the court. He'll drive left. Nothing good there. DeMarco pull up three. Invited by Chaparro. Good defense by DeMarco at half court. Hoyt has a wide open look. Good dish to Chaparro, and he puts it up with the left hand, but it is no good. Oh. Good job there by Colpan getting the board.
Del Valle's going to look to push the pacer. You got to have numbers. And Colpan, nice jump shot.
Good jumper. Chaparro looks towards Hoyt. He'll take it out the wing and calm things down for Dover. Sanchez gives it to Fritz, who gives it to Hoyt. He has an open jumper, and he passes it.
That's Hoyt's 6th point of the game, and he seems to be wide open because double and other guys, and he's taken advantage of that a few times tonight.
Feels like Castro's been on the court the entire game. I wonder if he'll get a break here soon. Good job by DeMarco by retaining possession. And that one is rejected by Castro with 0.7 seconds left. Del Valle will have to put it up immediately as they touch it, if they can even get a shot off. That was a good job by Del Valle cutting it to a 6-point lead after being down by 15 about halfway through the quarter.
You're not supposed to cheer from the table.
I expect Del Valle to continue with the 3-point heavy attacks. It was a main factor in helping them get back into this. Looks like they will keep their pressure on.
Well, what I heard from the bench in that little huddle was the coach urging the guys that shoot the ball if they're open. And you heard him say, even Bonaguidi's like, you made one, make another one. So it seems like he's giving everybody a green light if they're open to take the shot. And it could be any one of these 5 guys getting us the lead. Let's see if Dover tries to kill the clock a little bit here.
Gives it to Hoyt down low. Castro takes the jumper, and he makes it.
Castro's showing he's got the ability to stretch the floor there.
Yeah. Blake will drive in, and the floater is off the rim. No good. Sanchez will give it to Fritsch. Doval keeps the trap on, but Chaparro has an easy look at a layup, and Dover gets the lead back up to double digits. Colpan takes it in the corner.
Tries to pass it to Blake.
But it was hip, and Doval's turned over. Hoyt has
Here's
an open
Hoyt
look in
wide
the
open
corner.
again.
Another open look in the corner, but he'll pass to Chaparro, who is wide open for another layup.
A strong start there for Dover here to start the quarter.
Yep. They continue to attack down low. Delval checked Sal Morrow back into the game.
On the floor, we got Morrow, DeMarco, Bonaguidi, Barron, and Blake.
DeMarco takes it, looking for Barron, nothing there.
Castro's always on Blake.
DeMarco's looking for Barron once again. Hoyt's done a pretty good job of denying him the ball in the post. Marco tries to drive left. He is stopped by Fritsch. He'll take the three, and it is good. Another three by DeMarco.
That's his 5th three-pointer tonight. And I believe he has at least 2 layups, so that'd be
That is
unofficially
out on
19
Dover.
points for DeMarco. Morrow's going to inbound to DeMarco.
Morrow tries to get loose. He'll drive left. Into
Nice
Blake.
pass.
He takes
Oh,
it
hit the
against
rim.
Castro. Castro drives in the corner, back to Fritsch.
Oh, good job by Bonaguidi. They're going to get him with a
Tough foul
foul.
call.
Number 20, Bonaguidi.
Sanchez is trapped. Chaparro will take it in the wing. Back to Sanchez, and the ball gets in. Hoyt drives Chaparro, and another easy layup for him.
So Chaparro and Castro may have scored the most points, but this guy Hoyt tonight off the bench
Yeah, he's been a good
had a
spark plug.
very good game off the bench. DeMarco, 5 three-pointers so far. Let's see if he goes for a 6th.
DeMarco gives it back, gives it to Blake, and Blake gives it back to DeMarco. DeMarco will drive in. Blake's open in the corner.
And that's Blake's 4th three-pointer, I believe.
Bonaguidi runs down the floor to pressure Sanchez, and he'll pass it out to Fritsch. Tries to drive in. Good defense by Morrow there.
There they go. They might have something there. Morrow with the
pressure
steal.
there.
He's got Castro coming. Castro with the block. Jeez.
Might have been a
It's like, what do you
bullpen.
do against that guy,
You
right?
can't
I
do
mean,
anything. Hoyt takes it, gives it back to Sanchez, back to Castro, near the free throw line. Hoyt will take it on the wing, he'll give it to Chaparro. He's open in the corner, and back to Hoyt. They are rotating the ball around the perimeter, trying to kill time as we approach the 4-minute mark. And they
and
call
a foul call.
Castro will give it to Hoyt.
It's a mismatch
For Castro, and we see that. Free throw is made by Castro. It's now an 11-point lead for Dover. Marco drives in, and nothing going there. Castro gives it to Chaparro in the corner. He'll spin out of the defense by Blake.
Barron with the steal
Right to
here.
Barron. Good save.
Barron, nice finish at the rim.
Back to single digits now. Castro will give it to Sanchez. Back to Fritz, and Chaparro has another open look. That is a clear foul. First free throw is good. Second one is also good. Dover's made their free throws all night long, and it's been an important factor in giving them the lead that they have right now.
Yeah, they have not missed many at all. Del Valle, on the other hand, has not gone to the free throw line.
Is good.
Morrow hits a three-pointer.
Just seeing out of him.
No, I got to
to
watch
Fritz.
35 here.
Over all night long. Oh, that looked like it was
His
tipped
hand.
by Dover. And Coach DePaulo is teed up. It's a technical foul. Chaparro will take the free throw. Chaparro misses the free throw. He'll get a second free throw. That one is good. Plate inbounds it to Sanchez. Approaching the 2.5-minute mark.
Good defense by Barron there.
Sanchez will drive in towards the hoop, and he is fouled. Sermon is good for
Sanchez. Second one is also good. It's a 13-point lead now for Dover. Marco gives it to
Bonneguidi, not scared to take it.
Voigt gives it to Chaparro. They push it down the court. Voigt gives it to Chaparro. He'll pass to Sanchez, and another easy layup for Dover. Gordon gives it to Morrow. It's good. That's his second three-pointer in the last minute. Timeout is called with under 2 minutes left. It is 64 Dover, 52 Del Valle.
I'm counting 12 three-pointers for us tonight, but I may be actually shorting us, but now what a difference he makes, even with their passing game up here. I mean, we're double teaming him, but there's always somebody open. Our offensive performance tonight is actually better than other nights. It's just stopping them has been the problem. Chaparro has just made a. Probably he might actually have the most points when you think about it.
Inbounds it to Chris, who's trapped by Bonneguidi and Morrow here. Over to Hoyt. And Castro's driving towards the hoop. He will get fouled hard.
Good foul by Jones there, otherwise they got another easy bucket.